is Ebuka, and I'm happy to be here today. My topic I will be talking about will be more specifically the conversation we will be having today will be on in terms of our friendships and how we can rebrand ourselves, not just to our friends, but society at large. And the reason why I use friends is because a lot of us have gotten used to seeing ourselves through the eyes of our friends. And so their expectations of us defines what we can do and what we cannot do. And so what do I mean by this? If your friends see you a certain way, then the law of consistency demands that you would act in that way in order not to jeopardize things. Again, 85% of the world have been said to be conformist. And so where does it start from? It starts really from your friendships. And talking about this, I'm coming from a viewpoint of someone who knows how to keep friends. I have had friends for the last 30 years of my life, some 35 as a matter of fact, who we keep in touch every day. We visit each other's houses. And along the way, I've lost friends and I've made new ones. And sometimes your new friends are more, the right word would be valuable if you look at it in terms of different perspectives that life brings, whether mental, physical, emotional, financial, valuable to you. And so the question is, who are you? And the answer is obvious. You are your collection of friends. You are the collection of the friends you keep around you because of your values. And so it's not hard to surmise that if you have the values for success, or if money is your main value, then the friends you would choose to spend more time with would be people who value money as a main criteria. And if freedom and fun was your main value, then your friends will be a reflection of that same value. And so if you want a different life than the one you're having, it first starts with you auditing your friends, because that forms immediately your environment, which influences you. And it influences you because man as a being is made up primarily of water. And if water obeys the law of osmosis, it means whichever environment you find yourself, you would in no time assimilate the culture of that very environment. Now, if we intend to therefore redesign our life from what we have, it requires us to audit our friendships and sometimes eliminate some, reduce some, increase some, and make totally new ones. So you may have different friends, but the question is, how much time are you spending with each set of friends? How much time do you spend with your friends determines the value that you're getting from those friends. And so if you're in your 20s and most of your friends will be mostly your friends from university or friends from secondary school, realize that 10 years will pass really quickly, and the choices of friends you make and choose to keep every evening after work between the hours of 5 till about 9, 10, which is what most men would socialize. I can't speak for the women, but most men will socialize in this manner. It would determine to no extent how financially successful you will be. And if you're not happy with your bank balance as at this date, 27th of January, 2024, I dare say it starts with you keeping new friends. Some friends will challenge you. Some friends will challenge you to be 2 times the man you thought you could be. They will demand bigger and better habits from you. They will require that you tip more. They will require that you tip people if you've never been tipping before. And they will encourage you to be more generous in ways you didn't know. And that will put you in you are more than what you think you are, amongst the best version of yourself. And are you able to increase more time you spend with that friend? You have to do an audit of your own life, and it really starts with your friends. Someone said, I can't remember who, but someone said that your friends are your best reflection of who you are. They are the family you choose for yourself. And it's so true. You do not choose which family you're giving birth into. But as you mature, you choose the people you spend the most time with when you're not with your parents or your siblings. And so the challenge today is, if you choose to define yourself or redefine yourself, then how are you spending your time, and in what way do you want to increase that? If you can look at my screen, you will see what I would like to say is a simple framework which you can use, and anybody can use this. I hope you can all see my screen at this point. If you can read, your question is in 4 parts. Number 1 is, how do I reduce time with certain people to the barest minimum? And these are people you've decided, if you audit your life and your time spent with them, have really not pushed you back. The people that make you feel comfortable in your own space, the people that make you feel like an odugu, and cheer you on when you're about to do something good, and these are your circle of advisors, then they will largely critique you out of your dreams and your ideals. And there's something about you having dreams for yourself, and whether that dream is you losing weight, or buying a brand new car, or investing in property, or traveling to Canada, whatever the case may be, there are people that are naysayers by nature. They are critics, and critics should be kept away from dreams. Critics should be kept away from dreamers, because before a dreamer has an opportunity to produce that dream, if you should present it in front of a critic, the idea will be shredded faster than you know what to do with. All the loopholes will be pointed out, and all the small wrinkles will be seen to look like mountains. And so you have to reduce your time spent with certain people if you're going to protect your dream, if you're going to protect your own dream from naysayers. And that's why I guess in our Nigerian culture, when a woman is pregnant, she doesn't go announcing it until she's far along, when it can no longer be hidden, because some people are seen to be joy snatchers. So you want to reduce your time spent with them to the bare minimum. So I'm not saying you should eliminate these friends. If they grew up with you, for example, and they are good drinking buddies, keep it at that level, but don't spend all your time with them. Don't spend all your time in the same bars and salons and cafes and playhouses with people that are not moving forward. You have to move with the same trajectory, or you'll find yourself in the financial jail. I spent some time with some lowlifes when I was in university back in Wales, and I don't call them lowlifes. I would call them more accurately people who were waiting for their fathers to die. They were waiting for an inheritance. And I realized you cannot spend your time, Ebuka, sitting down and just waiting. And so after a while, I had to move on. I had to move on, right? Because I was not waiting for my father to die. And so you have to look at the trajectory of the people that you have around you. Are they aiming up? And if they're not aiming up, then should you be spending all your time with them? The second thing is choosing who you would have to eliminate completely from your life. And it's a tough choice, because my dad used to admonish that don't just eliminate a friend because they offend you. People are going to offend you. They're not Christ. Rather, he says, like the premiership, you should learn how to relegate your friends from one level of importance to another level. And so the only time you have to eliminate a friend is if they consciously go behind you to tarnish your reputation. And his reason was that your reputation is all you have as a man. And if a friend intentionally goes to tarnish that reputation, then you should eliminate that friend completely. You should eliminate them. They shouldn't come close to you, because if your reputation is gone, it's going to make it very hard for you to have respect, self-esteem in the society, get a job. It can even hinder your own career progression or business progression, because people won't want to deal with you. And so, as early as 6 hours ago, Donald Trump was ruled to pay a certain lady over $40 million or so, because he ruined her reputation when he called her a lion. And so, if your friend should do the same thing to you, the best bet is for you to look at that activity as a hostile act of an enemy, disguising as a friend, and you can eliminate that. Now, who should you spend more time with? Spend time with people that stretch you. This year, I decided I'm going to register in a golf club to spend time with more people, older people that stretch me and force me to be better than I am already. Because after a while, I think I fell into a lull. And kind of just coasted for the last 5 years, I would say, with the same people, having the same conversations every evening. It's comfortable, I mean, being with that, but you can do that in your retirement home. When you're young and you have zest and energy and you have dreams of perhaps, traveling the world or driving a certain kind of car or having a certain lifestyle, then you have to go and surround yourself with people that have that lifestyle, because eventually success leaves sprints and you will see those sprints and be able to emulate them. So yes, for myself, this very talk, like this conversation we're having about creating a brand new you is also for me, and the choices I should be making as we move forward and get older in life. So simply raise the time you spend with quality people that have what you're aiming for, so that it forces you to become and adopt a different set of rules and habits and behaviors than you're used to. And then finally, you have to create intentionally new hobbies and enter into new circles, right? Be welcome there. People move in circles. You have to find yourself in new circles, and that comes with you adopting new hobbies, right? So create new friends will require you maybe to join the Toastmasters club, maybe, like I said, to join a golf club, or even create and join an Isusu group and contribute money together with somebody or a group of people you can trust. There's something that happens when you do that, is the bond amongst those partners. You want to get with an investment circle and know what other people within that circle are up to, and share what you're up to, because closed mouths don't get fed. So by doing this, you constantly find that you have your life refilled with new ideas, new paradigms, new friends, new hookup deals. Like, you will be every bombarded with opportunities, and goodness and mercy will follow you. So this is my own idea of what I think many champions do, and you see them rising together to the top. And just within the Nigerian business circle, you will find out that it's the Tony Lumelus are hanging out with the Jim Ovias, and they're all from the same states. You'll find out that the AIG, they're all from the same circle, the same friendship group. You find out that these people grow together, right? Whether it's Femi Otedola and Dangote, they select themselves. Don't let your friends select you. Sometimes you have to be the ones to select them. So be intentional about your friendships. And whether someone just said, yes, joining the gym can create a new kind of circle. Precisely, just joining a new gym, right, can create for you a new circle. Going to a new bar that is much more upscale can create a new circle for you. So the question is, how intentional are you about really growing? And do you think you can do it all by yourself? Because the answer is no. If you attempt to say, oh, you can you can go against by your will. Will is like a muscle. Eventually, you grow weak and succumb to your more comfortable lizard brain that just wants to relax and
Okay. Hello, Ebuka. Hello. Ebuka, your audio froze. Okay. Ebuka.
Well, if you're with the right, I'll take questions now if you have them.
Okay.
At what point did you lose me?
Okay, no, your last statement only. Only your last statement. Only your last statement.
Okay, but can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. So if we have questions for Ebuka, Ebuka is this succinct person. He says it in just a few words. He doesn't, no facts. He gives you lean, thin, but actionable strategies. If you have questions for Ebuka, you can fire him right away. Everybody on there, you can unmute yourself and ask your question. If you have questions for Ebuka.
Ken, I would like to ask you the question, yeah? Okay. Based on what I just discussed.
Yes.
For you, when you audit your friends, do you find some aspects of what I said to be factual or relates to what you have in your own circle of friends that you choose to spend more time with?
Yes, absolutely true. I do. You know, sometime last year, I stopped by, what do we call this now? Ivan and Risa, like twice, right?
Yes.
The whole idea of stopping by there was to be in a different cycle of people. And I actually said to myself, I should stop by there more often. Sometime last year, I was to have a meeting with a friend, and we said, let's meet at the Hilton. Ebuka, we could have met under any tree. A good friend, we could meet anywhere, but we said, let's meet at the Hilton. The whole idea was, let's create a seriousness to the conversations we are having, because interestingly, we were meeting at the Hilton and he ran into somebody he's not seen in maybe 15 years. Person just came back into Nigeria. You won't meet that person in Wuse Market or Jabi Lake Mall. But at the Hilton, you meet the right people. And when I look at my cycle of friends over the years, I think I want to, at this point, expand, not just change, expand. I think my cycle of friends are a bit limited. So deliberate attempt to expand. And one of the things I also plan to do this year, which you've already started, is stop playing soccer because of the cycle of friends in my soccer team. I told everybody I've resigned from soccer, which is my way of exercising, and start playing golf. And when you say that, I say, absolutely. Marilyn already checked out a golf club for me to join. So I absolutely agree. And I'm also in the process of auditing my friends and actually consciously creating new friends. So it is very true.
So what golf club are you going to join?
Marilyn has checked out one for me. I don't know. I will check the one you are joining. She checked out one for me already. So, but I'm definitely joining the golf club. So I will check up the one you are part of and see whether it's the same one or if I can join the one you are part of. But she already checked out one for me towards the end of the last day. Okay, Marilyn, what's the name of the club?
Okay, can I interrupt?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Please go by all means.
Okay, I'm sorry, I had some trouble with my sound earlier, so I couldn't say hello. Hi, Ebuka, very good to see you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And hello, Farouk, if you're listening. Hi, Angela. Hi, Gloria. She was the first person to come, and everyone. Really good to see you. So the golf club is actually Top Golf. They just started like a few months ago at the National Stadium. They're a new golf club, and so I went there and I checked it out, and it's really good. And I told my husband about it, so hopefully that's where he'll be registering soon. Okay, I have a question for you, Ebuka.
Sign me up. Sign me up. I'd like to be good weekend.
That would be good.
Okay, and the one good thing is that it's very well equipped, but it's well, they're supposed to like taking it away from being an elite thing. They're like, look, the other golf club is too high. The cost is too high. So this is more like for people who really want to do these things and, meet people.
Well, for me, I would like to join
Okay,
there.
look, I have a question for
I
you.
would like to join
Okay.
that and learn,
Yeah,
but eventually still migrate to where
of
these
course.
elites is,
Yes,
because those are my
yes.
clients. Targeted clients. I wouldn't like to learn in their front, because that
Yeah.
would just defeat the whole purpose.
That's true. That's true. So you arrive in the elite circle like one of them. You're already,
Exactly.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
already,
that's a good,
yeah.
that's a good one. Okay, so Ebuka, I have a question for you. When we talk about friends, yes, as we're growing, we're also and we're evolving. Some of us probably didn't evolve as fast as some people, and then some didn't evolve as fast as us. Now, one challenge I've had is that, sometimes I have friends that I'm trying to encourage to let's move on, do this. They don't seem to get it, or they don't want to get it. But here's the thing, they truly love me, okay? They still want to keep like clinging. So sometimes I even deliberately really reduce my interaction with them for a long time. But you see that they just keep coming like, look, so there's this unspoken, look, I know you want to go. We don't mind, go, but me, I want to be here like this. In any capacity you want me to be as a friend. And in my heart, I really love them. So sometimes there's sometimes I have events and anytime I have something doing, I always try to bring my friends in. Come, many of them are actually told to be here today. I can't see them. But there's some that I know I can't take to some places, okay? Not because of, well, should I say, I don't want to say I'm embarrassed, but the truth is that they're going to go there and they're not going to, they're not going to sit up. They just want to be in that, I beg, no be wee, I don't know, how can we deal with this kind of people, without hurting them, without seeming so cruel, but sometimes they come in and they can nearly mess things up for you.
That song Davido sang, I'm unavailable, right?
Yeah.
You have to be stable, and that would raise your
I like that.
profile in their eyes, right? That you will almost, yes, it will, some people will translate that into envy, some people will translate that into admiration, but you're not in control over how they should, channel their emotions. But the reality is that you have only yourself to account for. You cannot drag people along while climbing a ladder, right? They have to be willing to climb.
Yeah.
And so while you're coming from a good place and you have good intentions to draw some of your friends out of loyalty along, the reality presents itself that sometimes you have to go first and be an inspiration and wait for their own time of inspiration to come, right? As opposed to trying to get them there along with you. So it just doesn't work that way. Besides, you can drink from empty cups. So sometimes you go ahead and fill your cup and let it be flowing over, and hopefully they can drink from it.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much for that insight.
Thank you.
I like
so
that.
much.
What I like is you have only yourself to account for.
Thank you.
That's a punchline I've taken. No, thank you.
Thank you so much, Ebuka. It's been my pleasure having you, and we'll definitely be in touch for something like now. What I do want to say about that, Marilyn, is it's easier for somebody down to pull you down, you that is trying to climb, than for you that is up to pull somebody with you, particularly dev. Yes, I remember Mojo said he has stopped pushing trailers. He only looks for people who want to go so that when he gives them a nudge, they will go, not people who don't want to go, so that he wastes his energy pushing them. Okay, now I'm going to, Ebuka, thank you very much.